to this content, man. I'm overworked and I'm underpaid, but we're giving y'all this news y'all can use, and this knowledge you can't get nobody's college, man. You got Rat Run Hunter discussing Big U and Luce Cannon and Bricc, baby. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to Ray Gibbs TV.
Let's get right to it.
But ain't got no toilet seat covers in here.
Why everybody mad at me? I gave them the warning when the family was telling me. I was trying to give warning.
Everybody else can rot.
Huh?
Everybody else can rot.
They got a bunch of no jumper gonna be kind of light over there.
Yo.
Dang. Oh no. Shit.
Yeah. I've been telling people June 23rd, 2023.
What's going on?
Been telling people.
Actually, you did, because I remember there was a time you said, I guess somebody had a call and they was like telling how they got raided before, or something was going to happen right after. Then you said, you gave a number and you said something's going to happen and this many people going to get swooped up. Then that happened.
How would he know all these things unless he's a cop, bro? How does he know all these things if he's a cop?
Then you've been talking about this and saying, look, something happened real soon. I think, didn't you say that like maybe a couple days ago? Like,
I said, yo, listen, I played the recording. Hold on. I played the recording.
March the beginning of April.
On your brother's, on your son's murder.
It's both. They transferred the case to the FBI out there in Vegas, and Las Vegas police department is still handling the case as well.
So when did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please.
Between me and you, and then Wack put it on the internet.
Me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest at the end of March, the beginning of April.
So this is police information that Wack is recording and putting out to the internet. Boy, that's not a cop. That's not a snitch. That's not a rat. Yeah, okay.
Now, if I wouldn't have said nothing, played that today, they would have said, why cooperated with what the police wanted?
Mm-hmm.
But then when I had 600 release it, all of a sudden, Wack want a nigga to go to jail. I'm confused. What is it?
That's
I'm giving you heads up, nigga. Here, this is what they saying, nigga. This is what the family saying, the people telling them. Here, nigga. Because if I'd have just played it today after they got a nigga, it's like, damn, why you didn't tell a nigga, bro? What kind of shit is that? Crazy. Yo, let's see if that thing is on up top.
And the amount of
Hope the nigga turned it up or put on them track shoes, one of the two.
I was, they talking.
The way niggas is excited for this, the way niggas is happy for this, the way niggas is celebrating this, laughing, ha ha, he, disgusting. Disgusting. This nigga's a cop.
About like other news and stuff. I'm watching and I don't see the press conference come on yet.
Well, when it come on, let's click it on.
All right.
So was am I right or wrong? If the family tell me that and say don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know, and I don't say nothing, I kind of felt like I was cooperating with what the police want.
Most definitely.
So I said something. So when I said something and let it go, they still went, yo, Lavish, so which way was I supposed to?
You ain't did nothing wrong. And if that nigga was smart, he would have hop, skipped, and boogied about it.
Hey, bro.
Notice that it's not no. I guarantee you it ain't no LA niggas on this stage saying that he ain't do nothing wrong. Hey, Lavish, blah, blah, blah. Do we even trust the opinions of a grown man named Lavish? Do we even trust the thoughts and opinions of a grown man named Lavish? Wack is a rat. Wack is a rat. Period.
Something. Good shit.
They were so upset who the messenger was. They didn't pay attention to the message.
The message, I was about to say that.
like she gave you that information. You just asked a couple questions. To get some clear understanding of what's going on.
Give me the information and say, don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know. Okay, well, shit. I gotta say something. Because that means...
Don't say nothing because the police don't want nobody to know. Well, I gotta say something. Hear this and hear this snitch well. What up, Ike Turner Hands?
Information and say, don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know.
She gave you that information. You just asked a couple questions. To get some clear understanding of what's going on.
Give me the information and say, don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know. Okay, well, shit. I gotta say something. Because that means if I don't say nothing, I'm cooperating on the side of the police. Even though you wasn't dealing with...
If she said don't say nothing, hear this and hear this well. Hear this and hear this well. You feel me, Florida native? You out of here. I'm tired of seeing you. You're done. I tried to give you a chance. You can't handle it. You're out of here. Hear this nigga. Hear this nigga and hear this nigga well. She said don't say nothing. Wack says I gotta say something. If not, I'm helping the police. By talking about an open 187 case and giving the details of that nobody knows, you're helping the police? You are helping the police. You're a snitch.
Well, you gave him the heads up. That's crazy.
For those of y'all who don't understand, he basically spinning this as he gave Big U a heads up. Basically, exactly. That's it right there. He's spinning this to make it seem like he gave a heads up when in fact he a snitch.
Straight, even though
these niggas telling us say they sales loyalty is non-existent nowadays. It's a rap. That's on God. This nigga think he doing Jedi mind tricks. Nigga, you're a snitch.
I didn't fuck with him. Even though I didn't fuck with him, I let him hear it. Now, he know the lady voice because the lady worked for him. The lady's son lived with him for 2 years. She was the teen mama, passed out the orange.
You hear how none of this was in the police report? We just listened to the police report, the police investigation. We just listened to it. We just listened to the whole thing. They didn't mention none of this stuff that Wack is bringing up. Not one single thing that Wack is bringing up did anybody mention in the police report. Did anybody mention? We just heard the police do a press conference. You snitching, bro.
Is in the Capri Suns for the pop water. So you know who that is. You know her voice. So nigga, you see what's going. You know that's her son in the field. You know they didn't arrested you and used a federal warrant to get your blood. You know all this shit and you hearing her. You've been getting warnings since the 3rd of March.
I would have left her.
I got Tink running murder mystery. This bitch done got so good at murder mystery.
You such a snitch. You've allocated somebody to snitch and run a platform called Murder Mystery where y'all solve murder mysteries. What kind of gang members out here solving murder mysteries? Hey, to all it's 1,829 people between both chats right now. Somebody got to be a gangbanger. Out of all the gangbangers, out of 1,829 people, who solve murder mysteries? It's 1,829 people in this chat between 2 pages. Which one of you gang members is out here solving murder mysteries? I want to know.
She don't even know what she running, but she really going through it. All I'm doing is when y'all like, well, could it be or could it possibly be? I'm running the recordings of the people. Yep, they had to whoop, and they had to serve a warrant to get his blood. Wack, who blood? I brought it back.
That's another thing that don't make sense. You keep saying they have to run a warrant to get Big U's blood. Big U is in the penitentiary. Why does he have to get his blood?
They found my brother's DNA. They found Big U's DNA under my brother's nails. I'm running the content, letting y'all run it. But the whole time, nigga, I know it's going to get to you because the media team down there working. They chopping and editing and clipping and it's going up. Oh.
Sorry, I was coming.
Wack talking about, no, I was telling them how you was never briefed on the murder mystery you read. You was just so dead on it. All I did was when you got to certain parts, I played a recording.
Yeah, fact.
That's it. I never briefed. Pink had no idea.
You just sent like the link. It was no names, no nothing involved. I was like, what the?
And she started reading the newspaper clippings. She started reading the news clippings, and she like, well, this could have been, and could this have been, and this, and I play a little. Now I'm playing a recording. Why?
And that's crazy because everything that Wack and whatever in them have been saying about Luce, about Big U for all these years, like they said, they repeated word for word.
Because the recording creates the content. The content goes to the media team. The media team put it up on the internet. When it hit the internet, 600, they watching you because y'all enemies. Grab it. 600 grabs it and plays it. Hey, listen, nigga, do you hear the ladies whose son lived with you for 2 years? The lady whose son, they arrested you and took your DNA. Do you hear this, what this lady is saying? Law enforcement is telling her. Do you hear this, what the law people telling her? Hello, hello, do you hear it?
Yeah, so it's an update on it? What happened?
Shit. Girl. Hit that house. Go look at my Instagram.
Oh, what? Hold on.
They got a raid.
No, who?
Savage Gang TV pointing out what, big dog?
That's Big U house. That's the feds.
Candy Lady 1 said, that's not snitching, bro. Shut up, BITCH.
Dog.
Oh, shit. I know you lying. He arrested right now?
I love you too, Tasha.
I don't know if he was there, but they looking for him. That's a fact. That's his crib.
That's crazy.
And in conjunction with Tink's case, didn't you say that, or wasn't it said, not you per se, Wack, but wasn't it said somewhere in there?
Hold on. This is the video that they was talking about. This is a video that they talking about, just in case y'all wondering. It's a video of Big U's house after it got raided. Oh yeah, come on, bro. Everything that Snitch Honey and all them niggas been saying is, boy. The snitch work is crazy. Let's keep going though.
That they had to get a warrant to request his DNA, and I know you spoke on saying, "Hey, aren't you supposed to get your DNA when you go to prisoners?" I remember that being a
yeah. When they parole you, when they parole us, they swab us, because what they do, they take our swab and they run it through the system. So let's say it's a case in Kentucky that's a cold case, right? And let's say I went to jail. I did this crime in 90. Then I go to jail in 93. My shit ain't on file. I parole in 99. They swab my mouth. When they swab my mouth, they put it in the system. That DNA is sitting there as a cold case. If that's my DNA, when they put it in the system in California, it's going to say match, hold, detain, warrant. That's a cold case, right? And let's say I went to jail. I did this crime in 90.
So here's the thing about this where it don't make sense. You're saying that they had to subpoena Big U's DNA, but now you're saying that they should already have his DNA because he went to jail. Wack just be lying.
Then I go to jail in 93. My shit ain't on file. I parole in 99. They swab my mouth. When they swab my mouth, they put it in the system. That DNA is sitting there as a cold case. If that's my DNA, when they put it in the system in California, it's going to say match, hold, detain, wanted on criminal offense in Kentucky. Then they're going to alert Kentucky and say, we got a hit on the DNA that you found on this case. This inmate.
So how does all this mean that they had to subpoena anybody's DNA, stupid?
Is here and due for release on this date. Y'all got 45 days to come get him. Meaning, if they find a body, right, and let's say I'd have been my skin up under that boy's nails, when they put that DNA through the system, it's gonna match. Boom, because my shit is in the system. Straight up. So that's why I was like, well, shit. Why? And I'm gonna be real. I don't even think they really had to get his DNA. I don't know if y'all remember, we put the
But you was walking around saying that they had to get his DNA. Now you're not even sure if they had to.
work up of the New Jersey 60s. A Big U was in the middle of that, and they took him down. That was all 2022. I believe he was just working on so many different cooperating cases. They let the nigga close these situations out before they, notified the family. They like, listen, nigga, we got him dead. He ain't going nowhere. This nigga working on this. We got an indictment for 15 people here, another indictment for 9 people here. We can't afford, y'all got to hold up. Because the murder was 2021. I'm pretty sure that the people ran that DNA, and I'm pretty sure it was a hit. But he was working the Sue Surfing case. We got all that work. It was 14 of them. Big U, one of the ones, they named him as a gang leader and all that shit. And when they came and served the indictments 2 weeks later, everybody was there but him. His name was the only one gone. Everybody went to jail.
It's so crazy because the magnifying glass
Here
has
we
been
got
on
it.
him.
Operation
We on there?
Drawdown.
Let's do it.
Operation
Good morning. I'm Joe McNally, the acting United.
No, we already heard that. We don't hear it again.
As men's and community alleging the
You already heard the police report.
company has been working together.
But contact the FBI. You can reach us by calling. He has been able to use that standing to intimidate businesses and individuals and to commit various forms of violence, including the alleged murder outlined by the U.S. Attorney. He's also been able to influence others to give him money, only to defraud his victims, including
and to protect from these violent.
He's charged in a Rico conspiracy, and part of that Rico, Mr.
The Rico.
Take this money comes from a variety of different sources, but and on other
but there's still
2 years now.
Oh my fucking God.
God damn, we've been
Reporting live from Wack.
Told
you we got content.
But everybody so caught up on hating on Wack, they don't open their ears up. Crazy.
Been on
Nigga, you a snitch. What do you mean?
this shit for 2 years now. 3 years now, Wack.
Yeah, he been under a magnifying glass. That's what I was about to say before the audio came out. He been under a magnifying glass.
They got
19,
10
I know, let me see.
And they blaming you for being the messenger on some shit.
Do they
When did gang members start being the messenger of gang politics?
have the list of 10 available?
They have the faces, all the faces.
Trying to call you the messenger.
Bro, they got the whole.
They been watching this.
Hold on.
And then they
For the 10 people.
Bricc Baby too.
That's why I'm asking. Hold on. I was asking if there's a list of the 10 people because there's reports that
Yes, I sent it to
Baby and Luce.
Bricc Baby gone, they got Bricc Baby.
Yeah,
Okay, now they're also saying Luce as well, Wack.
Nah, they ain't got him.
Okay, so there's that. Y'all can stop saying that part.
They ain't got him. I think they only got like 10 people. But on the thing, they showing 17 of them in custody, but only 10 of them in custody.
Okay.
They ain't got him. I know about it. This nigga Vay ain't like that. But see, you know.
He's still just snitching. Like, he's just talking.
You know what? Vay was working. He one of the grid workers. And that's probably what's going on with that. Him, the boy Bear Claw, that's the name I wouldn't say that was signed on the same contract Big U was on. So
Bear Claw don't even got nothing to do with this, bro. Don't mention my god brother, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mention my god brother. None of this bullshit that you got going on, my nigga. Don't do that. You already got my whole ass cousin. My god brother a real one, my nigga. Don't even mention that nigga. Straight like that. Don't even mention that nigga at all, my nigga.
they got Hop up top. That's a few. They got a few ladies. I'm trying to see her face.
Hey, Wack, can I ask a question?
One name is Tiffany.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I don't know the
So
ladies.
that grid program shit, that shit was a front.
Nigga, listen, listen to me. You didn't hear him telling you what type of organization that was? Y'all didn't hear what they said?
He said that shit was,
Nigga, you getting motherfucking goddamn the money from LA County.
So here go the thing about this, and this y'all always want to believe Wack. How y'all believe Wack? You was just saying that he was a snitch for working with the grid program. He a snitch. The grid program is how he snitch. Well, the police said he's actually not a snitch. He was stealing the money. So where's the snitch work coming in at? So you was just trying to say that Big U was a snitch for the grid program. That was y'all whole program. He a snitch. But then when it come down to it, he's not a snitch. He was actually flamming the money is what they saying. So again, what are we talking about, bro? Man, my nigga, I know they got money, bro. I know they got money. That's my baby, man. They for those of y'all who don't know, man, free Monty Blanco, bro. They got Bay, bro. They got Bay.
Yep.
Front like you playing gang intervention. And while you playing gang intervention, you turning niggas in. Wow. But yet you using the money, you gang banging. Them niggas got sex trafficking.
human trafficking. They got
Nigga broke every law they did.
Now this is the reason why when niggas was saying,
why do you talk like you know their people? Okay. So for being stupid, right. If you want to go see me, go check out Monty Blanco's page from last summer. We was cracking outside. Shout out to Sis, free her.
Doing bullshit, you try to dirty nigga name. I said, I ain't trying to dirty nigga nothing up, nigga. Y'all hearing what the people said. Well, why they ain't arresting him? I said, bro, they probably playing for a bigger play. Nigga, as you see, you don't remove the main piece off the board if that's the magnet. He's the motherfucker guiding them to everybody. So why would you remove him off the board? You keep him right there.
This shit gonna reach everywhere too. It's not gonna be reaching everywhere.
Listen. Ain't nobody gonna answer his phone call. He ain't gonna be able to call for no assistance. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. It's too much. You too hot.
Way too hot.
All the niggas that reported was trying to say that little civil Rico, that civil shit with Ray J, they need to put the same shit and report this shit with Big U with the CCE and the Rico. This shit is wild. Sex trafficking and all that. Using government funds.
Taking the grant money. Yeah, that man cooked. That shit tax.
That's CCE.
That shit all he's
fucked.
And they said they like his personal account.
He's fucked.
Skimming the money off the top.
I know SKG like, yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over for Biggie. It is over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Man, look.
All right, man. So that's Ray Gibbs. Y'all staying kicking, man. Y'all staying kicking. Right down to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. I'm